Innovative business models. This is the last topic in FC pre-environmental management. Okay, in this we will be discussing about certain topics like what is ecotourism, green marketing, organic farming, eco-friendly packaging, then green consumerism, green business, those things. Like what all things are undertaken by the business nowadays in order to protect the environment. That is basically covered over here. It's a very easy topic. I think some of the topics have also been covered by some of the students during the presentation as well. Okay, so let us see one by one. First one is ecotourism. Innovative meaning I need not explain to you. All of you might be knowing the meaning of innovative. Something new, creation of something new. So ecotourism is a, we can say, buzzword we can say in tourism nowadays, because now people and the government have more and more realized the importance of making the environment cleaner, and different steps are taken in that direction so that we can claim of a better tourism atmosphere or better tourism experience to the visitors, to the tourist. So among that, one important aspect is ecotourism. Ecotourism is defined as responsible to travel to natural areas that conserves the environment and improves the well-being of local people. Another definition is environmentally responsible travel to natural areas in order to enjoy and appreciate nature, that promote conservation, have a low visitor impact, and provide for beneficially active social economic involvement of local people. Of course, we all undertake such visits. We all go for tour activities and all. Now, many places when we visit, we can understand how difficult it is, the situation in those places. Like many times we can say that it is not properly maintained. Even though if it is properly maintained, sometimes the visitors over there, the tourist people over there doesn't follow the guidelines, throwing plastic here and there. Then like that, so many difficulties will be there. But ecotourism means responsible tourism. Traveling to, especially here, ecotourism means traveling to natural areas and not affecting the environment, like negatively affecting the environment. At the same time, promoting conservation involving the local people over there. Now, when we are visiting different tourist areas, what happens is that the local people over there are also getting benefited, isn't it? We are also getting benefited because we are getting to know more and more about the new place, and financially these local people are also getting benefited. So ecotourism is responsible tourism. One side we have to protect the environment, we have to take steps to protect the environment. On the other side, we also have to try to help out the local people. So it is the responsible travel to natural areas that conserves the environment and improves the well-being of the local people. It is very much dependent on the traveler's responsibility. That is what is mentioned over here. It emphasizes on conservation, education, traveler's responsibility, and active community participation. It is focusing on preserving and sustaining diversity of the world's natural and cultural environment. It accommodates and entertains visitors in such a way that there is minimal intrusion or destruction to the environment, and sustains and supports the native cultures in the location it is operating in. Responsibility of both travelers and service providers are the genuine meaning of ecotourism, we can say. Like tourism is of different types of tourism. Like we can say there is pilgrimage tourism, then there is adventure tourism, there is spooky tourism. Pilgrimage tourism means where we are visiting the holy places, like religious places, temples, mosques, church, etc. Adventure tourism means when you're going for trekking and other such type of adventurous activities. Then there is spooky tourism, when people would like to visit haunted places and all. Like the different types of tourism is there. Among that, ecotourism is one very important area which is gaining more and more importance nowadays. Now, when we talk about ecotourism, in the state. For example, in Maharashtra, we have so many different places. What are they doing over here? These are all conservation areas or ecotourism centers or basically agricultural farms and all, where visitors are allowed. Visitors are allowed, but they should be behaving responsibly. Then, ecotourism also supports or encourages diversity of local economy, for which tourism related income is very important. That is what I told you. When we are visiting a tourism area, that particular area is getting developed. The people are over there, the local people over there are getting benefited. Their indigenous products will be sold out easily. Indigenous products means which are only unique to those people. So it is one way supporting the local people as well. With support of the tourist, local services and producers, we can compete with larger foreign companies, and local families also can support themselves. Besides, revenue produced from tourism is also important for government to fund such projects. Fund such project means what all funding should be there for good infrastructure, good roads and connectivity to these tourism areas. There should be good lodging and accommodation facilities over there, and also proper training to be given to the staff who are working in such centers. For this also funds are required. Ecotourism can provide much needed revenue for protection of national parks and other natural areas. So national parks, biospheres, then we can say other conservation areas, all these can be benefited with the help of ecotourism. So ecotourism means basically responsible tourism or even sustainable tourism, where we are not creating any harm to the environment. So it focuses on local culture, wilderness adventures, volunteering, personal growth, and even learning new ideas or new ways to live on our vulnerable planet. It is typically defined to travel to destinations where the flora and fauna means the flowers and animals, the plants and animals, and cultural heritage are the primary attractions. So these include all the programs that minimize the adverse effect of traditional tourism on the natural environment and enhance the cultural integrity of the local people. Like we can say, promoting recycling, energy efficiency, water reuse, creation of economic opportunities, and all. You only might have experienced when we visit different places, the condition in many of the tourist areas would be quite pathetic only, where there won't be any cleanliness, there won't be any hygiene, waste will be thrown here and there, writing on the monuments, historical monuments, and also all these things to be avoided because we need to preserve our cultural integrity. So historical, biological, and cultural preservation, and all are these are all closely connected. It is one of the fastest growing areas. I told you this particular sector of tourism. There is medical tourism, there is student education tourism, many are there. This particular sector is growing faster because nowadays people as well as the government are becoming more and more aware about the negative impact of tourism on the environment. Ecotourism has also prospered on a widespread in many parts of the world, many parts of the country, and even Maharashtra everywhere. It is quite common in the Konkan coastal strip in Maharashtra. There are, like we can say, the nearness, this is very quite near to Mumbai, limited agricultural land, people and growing non-employment. Even after graduation, they all have given ideas for ecotourism and with special types of hill resort and coastal resort. It is easy for the travelers as well. They can take a break from their busy schedule and they can visit such places. At the same time, it's bringing income also for the people over there. So this type of experience and all gives things which the people did not enjoy before. Different rural experience. Even when they are staying there for a short time. There are many places you can see the names, the Hano, Palgar and all, which have developed such type of tourism. So ecotourism is basically responsible tourism. Then, what are the characteristics of ecotourism? Low impact visitor behavior, conscientious low impact visitor behavior. It means there won't be huge crowd at a time over there. It is like people will be going there, but it is not like big cities and all. It will not be so much crowded. Then the people who are having real interest towards nature, like sensitivity towards appreciation of local cultures and biodiversity. They will find it very much refreshing and encouraging. Also supporting for local conservation effort, sustainable benefit to the local communities as well. And even local participation in decision making, it is a kind of learning part, educational components for both traveler and the local communities. Local communities also will be learning from these tourists. Then there are certain principles of ecotourism. It is uniting conservation, communities, and sustainable travel. That means those who implement and participate in ecotourism activities, they are supposed to follow certain principles. Like we can say minimizing the impact, building environmental cultural awareness and respect, provide positive experience for both visitors and the host. Host means the local community who are arranging for this. Provide direct beneficial financial benefits, provide financial benefits and empowerment for local people, raise sensitivity to host countries' political, environmental, and social climate. That means respecting the area where we are going to visit. Some basics, do's and don'ts of ecotourism. Do's: carry back all non-degradable litter such as empty bottles, tins, plastic bag, etc. Carry it back means you are responsible for that. You have to take it back, even if you are using it over there. This must not litter the environment or be buried. They must be disposed safely. Observe the sanctity. Sanctity means the sacredness, the spirituality of holy sites, temples, and local cultures without hurting the sentiments of the people over there. Cut noise pollution. Do not blare out radios, tape recorders, or any other kind of electronic equipments near, especially near sanctuaries, wildlife parks, and all. In case temporary toilets are set up near campsites, after defecation, cover with mud or sand. Make sure that the spot is at least 30 meters away from the water source, because many times when we are going to such places and all, it will be difficult for these for getting availability of toilets and all. So temporary toilets and all can be set up, but that also should be properly maintained. Respect people's privacy while taking photographs. Ask for prior permission before taking a photograph. Don'ts: do not take away flora and fauna in the forms of cuttings, seedings, and roots. It's a quite a common behavior which we find, isn't it? When we visit any place, we take if it's a flower or a plant, whatever it is, we people have this habit of taking it back home. That is illegal, especially in the Himalayas. The environment is really delicate in this region, and the biodiversity of the region should be protected. Not using any kind of pollutants like detergent in streams or springs and all while washing and bathing. Do not use wood as fuel to cook food. Do not leave cigarette butts or don't make open fires. Do not consume aerated drinks, alcohol, or any intoxicant, or don't even throw the bottles in the wild. Wild means in the forest areas. Do not tempt the locals, especially children, by offering them foodstuff or sweets. Respect local traditions. Polythenes and plastics are non-biodegradable and unhealthy. They must not be used or littered. Used and littered. So these are the principles of ecotourism. This is ecotourism. Ecotourism means basically responsible and sustainable tourism by minimizing the impact on the environment, negative impact on the environment. Now this is the second one, second innovative business model, that is green marketing. Green marketing means process of selling products or services based on their environmental benefits. Such a product or service may be environmentally friendly in itself or produced and packaged in an environmentally friendly way. That means product itself could be environmentally friendly or eco-friendly, or the covering, the wrapping, that is the package wrapping, or the method of production would be in an environment friendly way. Green marketing refers to marketing products and services based on environmental factors or awareness. Like it's something beyond the traditional marketing, we can say. Traditional marketing where we can say there is no much importance or focus given to environment. And here what happens, people believe that this consumers, especially nowadays, are becoming more and more aware about these values, and they would be like to engaging in such type of products. Engaging in these activities actually help to create a new product line. that is catering to a new target market. Okay, then what is this green actually? Going green, it is a method of going green. Going green means going eco-friendly. Either the product could be eco-friendly, or the method of production would be eco-friendly, or the packaging would be eco-friendly. Whatever it is, it's all coming under green marketing. So, but one problem is that one point to be noted is that there is an assumption that green marketing products are costlier. Green market products are costlier. It is not every time. It is not like that. There are instances where it can be cheaper as well. So there is more demand for green marketing products nowadays. People are becoming more and more aware about the importance of green marketing. Now there is, in this marketing which we have seen in the last semester, the previous year, last semester, it is marketing which includes 4P: product, price, place, promotion. So here also we can see how a model green marketing mix can be used with the help of these 4Ps. Product means the producer will be offering ecologically friendly products, which is not contaminating the environment, but also protecting the environment and reducing the environmental damages. That is a product. Then there is price. Prices may be slight higher, but not every time. Maybe a little bit higher, but there are people who are willing to buy such products. There, especially nowadays, we can say there are target group of people who are willing to pay extra for green products. Like here, one example is given over here: Lohas. Lohas means people. It's a group of people, target segment. Lohas means lifestyle of health and sustainability. Lifestyle of health and sustainability. This such type of group of people, they are willing to pay extra for green products. Then place, a distribution logistics, how these products will be reaching the customers. For this again, they will be taking the help of the local people or the regional farms. Then promotion, a communication with the market. Here promotional activities can be given by like focusing on again environmental initiatives undertaken by the company, or providing certificates which are certifying that this company is indulging in eco-friendly practices. These things can help in actually improving a firm's image. And definitely they, whatever expenditure they are undertaking for spending on such activities should be advertised. Same way, we can also see that sponsoring many events, sponsoring the natural environment is also very important. And they will be requiring special sales promotion activities as well. Like we can see companies like which are having a recycling program, then promoting a paperless office. That is also very important, because when for manufacturing paper, so many trees have to be cut out. So going for a paperless office, we can advertise in that manner. Investing in office plans, then encouraging sustainable transportation. What is a sustainable transportation? This is again one example I'll tell you, like carpooling. That is an example of sustainable transportation. Then there is using public transportation. That is all in one way or the other contributing to the eco-friendly practices. So this is the four, how this is 4 P's can be developed in green marketing. Green marketing means, again repeating, it is a process of selling products, or we can say services based on their environmental benefits. There are, like, even if we are using solar panels, the company is using solar panels. That is one very good example that they are indulging in eco-friendly, or they are supporting the environment. Or we can say any such activities where there is a practice of developing and advertising products based on their real value, real environmental sustainability. Or we can say that one example, we can say products which are made of things which are not harmful to the environment. like using natural products. Like just now I told you for making paper, how many number of trees will have to be cut down for that. Instead, go for paper, less office, or even we can see many places there is substitutes for plastic. Many states are developing, they have their own indigenous way method of trying to remove plastics from their life, paper bags to an extent. But then we will have to see that the alternative option is also eco-friendly. Then we can say bamboo sticks are used, bamboo straws are used in many places. These are all different methods of becoming or going green. So you have to remember these four elements: product, price, place, and promotion. So it is basically the marketing of environment friendly products and services. As I told you, it is becoming more and more popular nowadays because people are becoming more concerned about the environmental issues, and they are deciding now the money whatever they are spending should be much more kinder to the earth, rather than destroying or rather than destructing the earth. It should be much more kinder to the earth. So it can be like using eco-friendly product, uh, or adopting a sustainable business practice by the company, or even we can say writing messages, putting messages on the products, and attracting the customers, communicating about that product's green benefit to the customers and all. So as I told you, Lohas is a group of that people, the consumers who prefer to, I'll show you here, consumers who prefer to pay extra for green products. That is lifestyle of health and sustainability. They are group of people, or these consumers are active supporters of environmental health. And these are the group of people who are always willing to purchase eco-friendly products. Like we can say having recycling program is okay for a company, responsible waste management practices, using efficient packing and packaging methods, using eco-friendly power resources. That is why I told you about solar power. uh, they can go for that. Then uh, even not simple examples like not wasting water in the company or anything, all this will be one or the other way, one or the other steps for going greener. So this is one very important change which is happening in the world. It is not a simple task, but because it's a what you can say joint effort which is supposed to be made by various stakeholders. Yeah. So this is about ecotourism and green marketing.